Hi guys. Okay, so I originally had this story time included with the last video, the Billie video. If you haven't seen that one, go check it out now. But YouTube was playing with my feelings, playing with my money, again, and just decided to make me not be able to upload that video with the story time included. So whatever. I took the story time out of that video. That video is up. Like I said, go watch it if you haven't already. But now this is going to be a separate video, a story time as to how the heck I literally lost $500 at one point trying to get these Billie tickets, and also still missed half the show, all of my favorite songs. And then the concert ended and I stayed after 3 hours trying to see if we were going to find her. She was going to be outside when we were outside, and that didn't happen. She came out on the other side of the building. So I'll get into all of that and explain all of that. And yeah, seeing as how YouTube made me upload this as a separate video, we're just going to do this now. So enjoy the story time, and I hope it's, interesting. That's all I had to say. So yeah, story time. I almost didn't see this girl. I had been planning this concert for months, knew I was going to go, knew I was going to find my way there, just didn't know if I was going to have the money for it. Well, the concert came on a Wednesday. I get paid on Wednesday, but I get paid at night, late, basically Thursday morning. And so I just so happened to not have any money by the time the concert came around. And not only that, but I usually wait until the day of the concert, or a few hours beforehand, literally all that I've ever done, to be able to make sure I get these tickets. And I never have an issue like I did this time, but of course, usually if it's somebody I really want to see it, that's when I have issues. Beyonce had issues, missed basically the whole show. Let me know if you want a story time on that, because girl, that took literally all day. I was stuck at the airport all day. It was a fiasco. And then with Billie, I said, ended up not having money. I was gonna get paid that day, but by the time the concert was over. But we'll get to that. Yeah, the day came around and I was checking the prices literally every day, but especially on the day of the concert. Literally every few minutes, just refreshing. And I was checking Vivid Seats. I was checking Ticketmaster was sold out already. There was one other one, and I was I don't know if they're legit, but we'll see. And I just had to figure it all out. So basically, it took me forever to actually find the seats. My mom was going back and forth talking about, I just don't know if I want to pay that. And I'm like, girl, do you think the concert is going to be $2? Literally, we got there, and by the end of the show, I was like, yeah, that's why it was the price that it was. Because all of those lights, all of that production, all of her people that have to be paid. She had 4 buses out there when we were waiting for her, when she didn't show up. By the end of the show, she had 4 buses worth, I think 4 or 5 buses of people that were involved. So whatever, you're paying for the experience. I'm not saying I want to pay $5 million for a ticket, but it's Billie Eilish. It's not somebody who literally lives next door to you and is putting on a show. It's not going to be $2, so just whatever. But anyway, so we got past that, and I eventually was able to get some tickets. I got my hands on the tickets, and as I was going to the checkout, I put my payment information in. Everything looked to be fine. I got to the checkout area where it started loading, and it just stopped. So it took my money and then just stopped. It stopped reacting. I went to go check my account. The money was gone. Checked my email, no confirmation email. I was like, oh great. Okay, so either that was a scam or somebody just got my seats. I got my seats. So I was like, great, I don't have time for this. The concert is starting in 30 minutes at this point. I'm trying to get the tickets, so I move on to the next group of tickets. I go back to the other page, I refresh, the tickets are gone, the seats are gone. I need to find another option. I eventually find another option. This is minutes later now. I get my hands on those. Somebody else steals those. I'm not steals, but you know what I mean. And then same thing. Eventually get my hands on 2 tickets for 2 seats together. I got my hands on the tickets, and I'm able to finally put my payment information in, and it goes through and everything's fine. So I got confirmation that the tickets are there, and I'm still checking my email, then checking the app, checking my email, checking the app, because I did get the confirmation but I was like, I've never gotten tickets with these people before, so I don't know like if there's a certain email that I'm waiting for. I don't know. I was just trying to make sure, because when I have other people involved with things, because my mom was going with me, I'm not trying to have somebody like waste their time getting ready and like planning this out and that out, even though it's last minute, and then wasting their gas to go somewhere and like they can't even get in. I literally would have just scrapped the whole thing. Like, I don't think I even would have went in at that point myself. So I was just trying to make sure for that reason, because she was going with me, that it fully went through for both of us and not just one ticket or anything stupid like that, because that would be my luck, me getting to the door and it's just for like one person and then we have a whole other issue. At this point, the concert is starting in like 5 minutes. So I've spent all my time going back and forth trying to get these dang tickets and people taking the tickets, and then payment information issues. Not even my side, it was them that took my money, and then I had to like figure out another option. By this point, we have like 5 minutes before we have to leave and the concert is starting. It did not take me 5 minutes to get ready. It took me like 15, 20. I'm like, great. The opener, Tow a Bird, was already on at that point, I know for a fact. And I don't remember when or what time we got on the road, but we did get on the road and we were on our way. And I remember being on our way, just being like, oh my God, please let us get there on time. Please, please, like somehow. Because usually when I miss the opener purposely, which that's not necessarily what happened this time, but whatever. I've missed the opener purposely in the past because I just didn't care and I just wanted to get there. Like, I was on the floor and like I didn't have to worry about crossing over anybody and bothering anybody. But no, I guess Billie was like right on time. I was like, let me go check the fan pages and see if anybody's posted anything, because they will tell you. But it was another page that was posting and they had just so happened to go live while we were on the way there. So I was like, okay, fingers crossed. Let me click on this girl's live. Let me see what the heck is going on. Do you know... Do you know... I clicked on that live, and they were already starting Chihiro, and I was like, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute, because Chihiro is literally my favorite song. If y'all came from my other channel, y'all know I love Chihiro. Chihiro is literally my favorite song on the album. It was the first song I became like acquainted with on the album. And I've loved it literally ever since. I remember like the day that it came out, like pulling my mom aside and being like, listen to this song, it's so like groovy. And I've been obsessed with it ever since, and literally missed it. I missed it. Do you know what that would have sounded like live? Well, you probably do, because you probably went and you weren't late, but I was late and I missed Chihiro. We came in on the greatest, so I missed like 5 or 6 songs. And like I said, Chihiro is a long song, so I don't know if she played the whole 5 minutes of it, but that just would have sounded so angelic in person and in a giant arena, and I missed it. You have no idea how bad I like hate myself for that, because what do you mean I missed my favorite song? And why was that the first song? I understand. I feel like Chihiro was the best option, okay, to be first on the set list, but it wasn't good for me at this moment because I missed it, and I'm so mad about that.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
It makes me so irked. I missed my favorite song. Like I said, I missed Lunch. I missed basically like basically the first half of the set list, I guess. A little bit less than first half. And that really annoyed me. Also, when me and my mom went on the Happier Than Ever World Tour in 2022, we were late to that one, but we were only like 2 songs late that day. I don't really remember what happened that time, but we were on the floor, so we hurried up and found the floor and we just went in, and we weren't like in the way of anybody. With this time, we came in late, and we had a different parking situation this time, so that also took some time. And then we made it in, did the tickets, and we were past security and everything, and we weren't on the floor, so we couldn't just walk straight through. We had to figure out where we were. That took some time. Then by the time we got in there, we had to ask the usher people like where we were sitting, because again, we weren't on the floor. And so I was like, ugh. Oh, this is gonna be so annoying. Literally, since the moment that I knew that she was going on tour, I was like, I want to be on the floor. I'm just spoiled to the floor at this point. But the floor was outrageously priced. But the people on the floor were having a good time. Like, they were having a party. They were making TikToks. They were doing the little birds of a feather, like, hand-holdy circle thing. And I was waiting for that literally for months. And then I ended up sitting in the seat. Oh, and also another thing that I forgot to mention was that it was such a big deal for me to be on the floor this time, especially because Billie has the 360 stage this time. And we know how Billie is. She likes to interact with her fans. She likes to see our faces. Like, she loves us. So I was dead set on being on the floor, partly for that reason, and like to just have that experience. And especially with this tour, she even incorporated it into the tour itself to make her rounds, to touch hands and like say hi and run past and look at and talk to all of the fans that were on the barricade part of the floor. And then at the end of the show, she takes the camera through the crowd on the floor, and then she goes backstage. So that's another reason why it was so important for me to be on the floor at this time. Also because I just wasn't going to be in the way of anybody if I was on the floor. So, but the only thing that makes me feel better is that there are like so many thousands of people that were in that arena that were also not on the floor. So we were all just in this together. Like, I'm sure a lot of us wanted to be on the floor. We just we couldn't be for whatever reason. So whatever, that makes me feel better. It started for us and it was amazing. I'm just so sad that I missed Chihiro. Like, if I was friends with Billie, do you know I would text that girl and be like, so would it be possible for me to just like catch a flight to another show and just pay you because I spent my own money on it. Like, oh my God, I would ask that girl if she could just like somehow work me in to being able to see the first half of the show. Like, I'll pay. I just want to see the first half of the show. I missed it. You guys don't understand. Whatever, it's fine. It was a whole fiasco trying to get this whole concert situation, but I'm glad I got to see Billie. I'm super sad that I missed like Chihiro and like 6 other songs or 9 other songs, something like that. But whatever. Me and my mom got to yell birds of a feather at the very end and everything was fine. And I got a t-shirt which was super cute. Oh, let me show you. Wait, I almost didn't show you. Look at my t-shirts. Oh my God. Oh my God. Literally, look at her. Are you joking? Oh my God, she's so pretty. Oh my God. And then it has the cities on the back. Oh, I love that girl. Anyway, yes, that's what happened. I almost didn't get to see Billie, and I was like, am I being bougie and like spoiled and like greedy by being in these seats and still coveting the floor? Like, is that what this is? But at the same time, I feel like if you've been on the floor and you're in a seat for something, you understand. Like, you don't have room to do anything. She literally on oxytocin on the Happier Than Ever World Tour and on this tour, she's like telling people to get down on the floor so that you can jump up at some point. And when we were at the Happier Than Ever World Tour, we could do that. We got on the floor and we did whatever. Girl, do you know, I was like twisting to the side and like trying to like, I had no room. I literally had no room. She was like, get down, even if you're in the seats and like whatever. I was like, girl, I have no room. I can't. I'm like 6 feet tall. I can't do this. So I tried, but I literally couldn't. Also, that day I was so sick, like, and I'm still kind of dealing with that. I don't know what's going on in here. I still have the cough that I had then. A lot of the concert, I couldn't even sing along. I'm telling you, it was just a mess. It was a mess. I couldn't sing along. The day of the the day of the Billie concert, I couldn't even get a few words out without coughing and lung up. So I was super unwell, but had already paid the money for it. It's like either you go and you like have the experience that you can have, or you don't go and you never see that celebrity ever again. My voice at some of these points, it was horrendous because I was so like hoarse and sick and couldn't breathe. But that was a lot of talking. I can't talk. Thank you for watching the story time. If you watched all of that and you listened to me just go through all of that, comment but Billie though. Wait, is that like rude? No, that's a compliment. So comment but Billy though with like an emoji of your choice. I appreciate you. I came all the way from my other channel which had like 2,000 something subscribers, and now I'm starting fresh. There's gonna be a video on that soon because I'm still irked about that, but as of right now it's not here. It'll be here. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna go pee. Subscribe if you want to, like the video if you want to. Everything is linked below. You can just look down there in the description box and see. And I'm gonna start editing this video directly after so I can get this up for you by Friday, this Friday. Oh wait, that's tomorrow. Oh my God. Okay, well, let me really stop talking. I know I've been talking for like 22 minutes, so let me shut up. But thank you. Appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.